Hello, everybody. We are here live in this beautiful triple cast. And of course, we are here to see Lostik win this series. That's what we want to see. Will we see it? I don't know. Maybe the smart people next to me have more of an idea. First of all, I want to say hello to Ray, aka Pro Zeko. How are you doing?
Hello, it's Remy, aka Remo. Nice to have you here. And I also thank you for the invitation to cast these following games, the playoff best of 3. We are hoping the best for the team. And yeah, yesterday we had already 3 wins because enemies didn't showed up, didn't check in, and there was something there happened something. But I think Maxi can tell us a bit more background information.
Yeah, so we had one best of 3 yesterday, right? That we were supposed to play. The enemies didn't show up, just didn't happen. And then a bit later, like about an hour-ish later, I checked I wanted to check if we knew our enemies for the first match today already. And they also got the loss because they account shared. Well, or at least they thinks they account shared. So they got disqualified from the tournament, and we got another free win. That's why we're here now at 6 instead of at 2. But I mean, we take the win, right?
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Win.
So, Max, can you tell me a little bit about today's 5 versus 5 match that we have ahead of us? Because I saw, of course, from all of us, you know the Lostik boys the best. Have you talked a bit to them? You know, how's the atmosphere? How is everybody doing? Are they confident for today?
Yeah, everyone seemed to be good. I was in their call for a bit. Everyone seems motivated, still like happy. I mean, kind of enjoying the little break as well from the 2 free wins, I guess. I mean, I think they all prefer to play them over just getting the win like this. But you know, you never say no to a free gift.
Yeah.
And for the rest, the opponents seem interesting. I did some prep work as well, and they play a lot of like interesting champions. For example, I saw the Naafiri top lane, which I haven't seen Naafiri in action at all yet in any comp game, at least personally. They play interesting things like as well. There's like the Seraphine bot lane, right? I mean, that's not super special, but it's still something like different. They have the Lilia jungle as well, which is also something you don't see every day. So I kind of wonder how Lostik is going to be able to adapt to that.
Oh, definitely. So, Ray, do you spot something interesting as well if you check over all the players?
So I was checking the OP.GGs and I see the team Lostik. I see some like main champions on top lane, for example Aatrox. He got some new buffs before the preseason. He was completely overpowered, got a lot of nerfs, so he wasn't able or even strong enough to compete in competitive. But now he got some buffs back and could be available or is even very strong at the top lane. I think even one of the strongest top lane at the moment. But there are some new item paths, I think, with Duskblade as first item instead of Gore Drinker. Well, so this champion we could expect. I see some Ivern games for Turbo Benny. So maybe we can also expect Ivern jungle. So it would be like a double support gameplay with maybe 2 ADCs with Tristana mid and an ADC with 2 supporters. It is also like a LCK strategy. This could also be OP. Mid laner plays a lot of mages. Bot lane? Wait, no. Killer Demon. He played a lot of LeBlanc. Which role does he play?
Oh, yeah, that's an interesting one, right, Mox? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's,
Who's even a bot lane? Wait. because I think Sadnov is support, but he also plays jungle, right?
He is support in this case. That's for sure.
Okay, because most champs games are jungle.
Yeah, between mid lane, it's always a bit of a question. They like to swap around because Strelex is in the middle of a role swap. Personally, like he was ADC before. That's why we have all the ADC games, and now he swapped. That's why we have all the LeBlanc games. And they kind of, so far I've seen them swap around depending on matchup. You know, so if Strelex has like a matchup where it's like, oh, if I get this, I can win the lane easily, and it's the same thing for other way around, right? So we'll see where they each go.
Exactly. Well, I have to mention, I know Chesko, aka Poro with Cookie, aka Zero. That's his lamest name. So you know what. He's a really cool guy, and basically he's a mid lane main. But in the new season, when he played a bit more for fun, he started playing like Cyan top lane, some ADCs, and then he brings them to mid lane. I've played tournaments with him, and there he played Singed mid lane. So Ray, this guy is unpredictable.
Yeah, all right. I'm gonna expect nothing but everything from him.
Yep. For sure. I know his Victor is really strong, but yeah, again, we played a competitive game and we were like, yeah, maybe Sylas mid, maybe. And he was like, Singed, guys. Singed, that's the Singed angle. And we're all like, what? And he's like, yeah, guys, trust. And he carried the game with it.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's Zero in a nutshell.
Oh, yeah. So, the first few bans, oh yeah, you already talked about the Aatrox, right, Ray?
No Aatrox for Lostik top laner. Lilia is also gonna get banned. Now Fury, you already mentioned a few top lane, also not possible for the first game of the day.
Which I think is really good as well, because, as I said, no one really knows what and how to play against Nafiri, right? She's still very new. I think it's just good to get that off the table, just to make sure you have a comfortable or known matchup.
I need to ask you one question, guys, though. I think Nafiri was supposed to be a mid laner, and now I hear she's supposed she's top lane. Like, what lane is the champion even at this point?
So I already played against Nafiri in mid lane, and I have to say it's like a Talon, but definitely stronger. Definitely stronger because of his range of the ultimate is very insane. I think it's overtuned because in early game he's not that strong. But if you snowballs once, it's getting too strong. And I think they have to settle it a little bit down.
I see. You said snowballing, and I see first pick. And I don't think that Frolimo is going to play this one. I think the Viego will be swapped to Boom in the jungle. We see the Y-ban. That's also a Boom special, even though Y got nerfed a little bit with her ult cooldown. He also has a really strong Viego, and you said snowballing, right? I think that's something that they have to do a little bit with the Viego.
Yeah, definitely. Viego also is an indicator for the team comp. You prefer like a front-to-team playstyle, and you also want like a burst champion. Burst champion who can enable your passive, so you get a reset to dominate the next team fights, right? So you can continue with the ultimate, with the resets, and that's why I would like see a front-to-back team comp, like with a hyper carry, of course, maybe with a frontliner support and like a burst mid lane mage as example Syndra. Would be like a very good comp.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, Syndra is a really strong champion. Moxie, you already mentioned the Seraphine that is up their sleeve. So if you have to rate the draft so far, we can see two. Okay, yeah, we can see the Syndra already as well. How would you rate the draft so far?
And so far, I think Seraphine is going to be bot lane, right? It's going to be ADC. I don't think it's going to be support or mid. And it's always a good pick matchup with Hecarim as well, because Hecarim can just go in, Seraphine can follow up, give him speed, get him out, anything basically. So it's a good like 2 picks already, I would say. And mid lane is just going to be a control mage matchup, because they're both insane control mage players. What I find interesting is the Twitch though. That's a pick I did not expect. And I really wonder what Lostik is going to pair up with the Twitch.
Oh, definitely. So, Ray, back to you. Moxie is wondering, what do you think are some good options there?
Well, seeing Twitch in competitive is kind of rare. I have never seen Twitch before, I think, in higher competitive tournaments or games. But I see a lot of danger for them, because we have Orianna Hecarim combo. That's like 1+1. You know what happens. The ball will go on him, movement speed, ultimate, double ultimate, and you have dead enemies, because we have also immobile champions, Syndra, Twitch, and Viego. They can't really escape. If they get engaged, they can't really disengage, and that's why maybe they could like pick a disengage support, but if they go for frontliner engage support, they will have problems if they can't survive the engage. That's why I don't really like Twitch and Syndra in this comp. But maybe they can snowball and like deny the strength of the enemy team comp, like the team fights, the bigger team fights with Seraph and Hecarim. But at the end, I would say Twitch could be very dangerous too, because he also got a lot of range, high range with his ultimate, and if he survives the engage of Hecarim with Seraphine ultimate, he can turn around the fights.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we can have a look at the bans really quick. Jenna is an interesting one for sure. But then Zera, Fresh, and Ornn, yeah, those are some more or less standard bans. Or Moxie, am I delusional for saying Jenna is a weird ban?
Not really, because it's usually not a ban you see, right? But the enemy support played it a lot, and it's kind of annoying to have to play against Seraphine and Jenna together, because it basically just makes everyone impossible to kill, right? It's a similar thing to Karma, but I think Jenna just does it better compared to the Karma, right? And it's an interesting ban, but I think it's a good one. Again, enemy support played it like three games out of the 6, so I think it's better to just get rid of it.
Oh my god. Ray, do you remember what I said about our mid laner and Cyan? I don't even know at this point anymore.
Yeah. Cyan, alright. No, can you repeat that, please?
Yeah, like our Poro with Cookie played a lot of Cyan on other lanes, but I know Frolimo also plays Cyan. Now, the question is, what is even a good matchup into Cyan? That's like something that we will have to find out for the last pick.
There could be like some bruiser champions, like Aurelia said, who can skirmish or take advantage from the early game, because Cyan isn't that strong in early game. He can like survive the lane because of his W and his tankiness, but if you have a champion who can always take the fights only with auto attacks because of his base stats, you can win the lane, dominate the lane, and make Cyan useless. Gnar would be a perfect example. You already have the range advantage, and in general, Gnar should be a very strong 1v1 champion, especially if he hits Trinity Force.
I see. So that's a lot of information here, and we will have a lot more time. So now, Moxie, it is time.
Yes.
You're a Braum. You're a Braum enthusiast, right?
I love myself some Braum. Yes.
Yeah. It is time to give away the famous Poro cookies. And I'm a go with this one for the first game. So 0 Poro cookies is absolute garbage draft. 5 Poro cookies is LEC Grand Final best coach of all time. How many Poro cookies do you give each team, and why?
Personally, I think, for example, the Milo pick they just picked, right? It's really good into mages. It has always been really good into mages because it struggles to engage, right? So you see, oh, we're playing against Karma Seraphine. I'll just counter that with my own peel and my own enchantments. So going with the Milo here is actually, in my opinion, really good. I think Cyan is always really strong, and Frolimo has a really good Cyan as well. So I think that's just very great. For the rest, how many Poro cookies? Was it 1 to 5 Poro cookies, or
Yeah, like 0 to 5, but yeah.
0 to 5 Poro cookies? Okay, I think I actually like Twitch Milo. I think it will be really hard for them, even though they have the Hecarim Orianna. I don't think it will be that easy for them to even get close to them, if that makes sense. With the Sundra as well, because Sundra can peel a bit with her E, right? And Cyan can just stand in front of them or even ult in. So if the red side team does not manage to kill Twitch instantly at the beginning of the fight or anything, I think it will be really hard for them to win. So I give Lostik, let's say, 3.5 out of 5. I don't know, can I do halves? I'll do 3.5 out of 5 Poro cookies. And the other team, they're also really strong. I think they're gonna go for long fights. They have a lot of sustain, a lot of shielding, a lot of movement speed, everything. So they aim to go for long fights. But I do think going for long fights isn't bad for a Viego or maybe even Twitch as well, because you get the resets at some point. Like, someone will die from the red side team, and then Viego can just take care of them. Viego gets the Seraphine shielding, Viego gets the Karma, or even Hecarim. It's just, I think he has some good champions to take over. And so I give them, I would say, a 3 out of 5 Poro cookies. I think they're both really good drafts, but I just give Lostik a bit of the edge.
Okay, Ray, do you agree or disagree with this?
So at the end, Max says the comp of Lostik is a little bit better, half Poro cookie better at the end. So it's very hard to decide, because I see a lot of parallel stuff here in both team comps. They all have like immobile carries, and both can get engaged very easily. One is from Cyan, one is from Hecarim and Gnar, and both have cool backline carries. Frontline is a little bit better for the enemies. And the team synergy, it's very hard to. I would give both 4 Poro cookies, both. Because
so you think,
they are
yeah.
kind of similar. They are kind of similar.
Yeah.
I see. So yeah, for me, of course, I can always talk about the Viego's perspective. I see a lot of good champions to take, but I also see like a lot of peel, if that makes sense. Like Hecarim is kind of tanky, and then Orianna, Seraphine, and Karma, they all have heals and shields. So, but then again, on your team, you have a Twitch with a lot of burst damage, right? Even with a bonus range from Melio. You have Syndra that can just hit all the buttons and then kill somebody, and then you can take over. I think that will make or break the entire thing. I have to agree. I personally, I would give like Lostik a 4, and yeah, the other team, I would give them a 3.5, I guess. I also see like Lostik a little bit better, but yeah, we're talking about the game of inches here, that's for sure. And yeah, talking about the game, I think we are soonish going to be on the Rift. We are entering the loading screen now.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wait a bit until I'm in the game before I swap. Otherwise, it always looks a bit weird.
Exactly.
See, you gave me the magic Uno. There we go.
Perfect,
First,
right?
the ×8, right? Like we said. Okay, and the U. There we go. All right, let's get into draft, guys. Not into draft, into game.
Guys, this means we are in the game. We will see how our blue side Lostik boys will fight against the opposition. No. I am hyped for today. My body is ready. Ray, I hope you're also ready, because this is for sure going to be a banger series. Marv already called the quick 2-0.
Yeah. Yeah, of course, I'm ready. My voice is also ready. And I'm especially very hyped for this game, because both team comps seems pretty strong, especially in the late game. The team fights could be very explosive, very special, because we have like kind of longer fights, as Max already said, because we have a lot of shield healing with Orianna, Seraphine, and Karma. Yeah, I'm hyped for everything, but I think the boring part will be bot lane, because there won't be a lot of proactive stuff. I think Lostik is only able to do proactive plays with Viego, so he will set the tempo of the game, because other laners aren't strong enough to get the prior to make pressure, because the champions are designed to be useful in a later stage of the game.
Okay, so you just said bot lane there will not be too much action, and I see both
in the side of Lostik. The other side, Seraphine, Karma are of course much stronger and can poke, and that's the impact they can have and get the prior.
Okay, yeah, that is true, that is true. But still, I'm a bit confused. Why are both junglers starting top lane then?
Why? Because top lane doesn't matter. It's a Gnar, it's a sign, it's like already set in the rules how it happened, how it will end the lane. Like now we'll always have the prior until Science level 6. Until then, Hecarim won't be able to do anything at top lane because of the jump of Gnar. And if he has a wave behind him, he has also a double jump. So to gank topside without level 6 of Hecarim and Gnar, it won't be possible to... no, with... excuse me. Without level 6, yeah, with Mega Ult Gnar and the ult of Hecarim, you won't be able to kill him.
Okay, yeah, so I think everybody wants level 6 in this game, but yeah, talking about wanting things, Booms also really wants that first blood, and they already got the flash from Zodur, and oh my god, look at this Poro with Cookie. He is hungry, he smells himself some yummy first blood, maybe? Nah, okay, wanted everything just as he has to secure that kill, but man, that's already a lot of pressure.
Yeah, definitely. That's the power of skill shots. If you hit them, you will have a lot of pressure. But if they get dodged, you won't have any pressure. That's some magical stuff about mage traits and power. But I still think it won't change a lot. You got the early TP of Zodur, so you will have a better wave state in the next 5 minutes. And maybe you can get advantage of it, but I don't think that Syndra is able to do a lot in an early game.
Yeah, you even said Viego and Hecarim, they are kind of the ones setting the pace and the tempo of the game. So, talking about the tempo though, what is happening on top lane here? Frolimo, he is fighting with this Gnar Gizis. He's going mega, jumping in. He wants this guy. He gets the first blood here. And Frolimo, he can only watch and try. Nah, no chance here. And man, I think Frolimo got a bit caught by surprise here.
Yeah, I also think he got surprised. He didn't expect a double jump from Megagna. That's why he got caught there. If he would expect a double jump, he would have still walked more behind to be safe. Didn't, so he had to die there. First blood for Jesus, and that's very good because split pushing with Gna is one win condition for the enemy team comp.
Oh, definitely. I personally always say, in pro play, you always see those really huge Gnar ults and stuff, but in like our level of play, it can be so hard to get a really good Gnar engage, and sometimes the enemy team, they will just walk away, right? They will maybe just give up the pressure for a second. So, as you say, the split push from Jesus can really be a big win con here, and then Frolimo has to play the team fight together with his team. So I'm not really sure what to think about that, and I don't really know if that's like too big of a disadvantage already. But hey, random jungle man, he also thinks about giving some more lead into this top lane. And Frolimo, he has nothing. He has no vision, he has no mana, and he for sure has no life left anymore. Random jungle gets a kill here with his rampage.
Yeah, that was a little bit unlucky. He got no flash, and the random jungle was randomly at the top lane. Viego looks for the counter play.
Yeah, Nightwalker getting stunned here. Nightwalker dropping really low. Still has flash up and there. Even Chesco is here. He throws the ball. It will not be enough to kill Nightwalker. Come on, he tries to run away. The shield saves his life here. And Poro with Cookie, he can just watch as Nightwalker does literally the thing that he is called. He walks away.
Good roam. He still have flash. Maybe he could have played a little bit more aggressive, but at the end, it would have been only a Nightwalker who would have died. But that's not the thing you want because the wave was crashing. You wanted to kill Seraphine in optimum, but yeah, I think it's a good decision to disengage, not to greed too much because you don't want to lose a lot of wave. He already invested one whole wave in the mid lane, and that's why Zodo is taking the lead in the mid lane due to the CS gap.
Definitely, and you talk about taking the lead. If we look at the resources though, look at the mana, look at the teleport cooldown, I think Poro with Cookie is at a pretty good stage, right?
Yeah, he forced the early TP from Zodur, but because of this one roam without any success, he like throwed a little bit of his power.
Exactly. Talking about throwing or gaining power, you see what is happening at this dragon right now, and finally it will be taken by a random jungle. We need a name for him, by the way. I can't just keep calling him random jungle, right? What should we call him? Moxie, give it away.
Rando.
He's the Rando, hell
The
yeah.
Rando.
Or Randy, perfect. Rando. Very good, you know. Moxie's there for the most important stuff. Doing production, huge thanks, by the way. And also giving us the names. And of course, the players are here to give us the action. What is happening on bot lane here exactly?
There are a lot of poke, a lot of auto text trades, but they on both sides have not a lot of damage, enough damage to finish one. They have to play like 2 or 3 rotations, or maybe waiting for the help of Rando, who is trying to do or set up a sneaky lane gank, but I guess without any success because Twitch and Emilio aren't able to engage Karma and Seraphine, so they won't get too far from their tower. Alright, the Herald is up. We got top lane prior from Jesus, so we can expect that the Herald will go to the enemy team. There should be no competition, except you get a catch.
Yeah, maybe. I hope they do not just get the objective, but yeah, Randy is on his way to Shelly. And meanwhile, Boom is on his way onto bot lane. And yeah, he will not really find anything. He can, of course, try to counter jungle a bit, but I don't know, man. It looks kind of rough. We haven't really talked too much about scaling, though, right? But we do have... I mean, okay, Seraphine scales really well, right? But who will deal the consistent damage on like red team? And I mean, Lostik, they have Melio Twitch, and Syndra also has like an endless scaling passive. I think the scaling is on Lostik's side, right?
Well, it's a little bit hard to decide, but maybe we can see all in from Jesus. Uses his ult. No all in. But hey, we see Hecarim. There could be a dive after this wave. I think we can expect a dive here into Herald. Okay.
Oh, no, Frolimo, he can.
Okay,
He smells
then,
it, right?
Yeah, he smells it. Well done, well done. So back to the question, who scales better? I also think Seraphine scales very well, but not like Twitch. And if we see watch both team comps, Seraphine is in late game very strong because of shield and whatever, but only then if she gets enough time to cast the spell. So using 2 free rotation could be OP, but if she doesn't get the time to use this time for 2 free rotations, you won't be able to use your potential. And if we see the team comp of Lostik, you have burst, you have Syndra, you have Viego, and also Twitch. So the burst is very strong of them, and then that means you won't have time.
Engage, flash into stun. Nightwalker has to flash away. Heartbreaker is there, and this will be the first kill for Lostik. Will it be another one? LBFXD is maybe dying to the poison. Nope, never mind. Boom,
Ooh.
getting healed, and he survives. So this is a kill, but it could have been one more kill. But hey, you don't want to like complain when you get something, right?
Yeah, definitely. Already, especially if we say, Shockwave hits Poro with Cookie.
Oh no, Poro has to flash. Soder has flash as well, and he will tank 2 turret shots, but it will not matter.
And
Oh
he
my
will
gosh.
again lose another wave, but it's fine because he caught up with the CS. But how? Poro with Cookie is, doing great with CSing, but will lose a lot of plates, I guess. 2 free plates will go down. The next wave should also be cleared by Zodur. Oh, they won't clear the wave?
Okay.
Wait.
Production,
Alright.
it is time to press the X button, and Ray, it is time for you to have a look at the gold and explain a little bit to us what is happening here.
So what is happening? Lostik is behind if we watch the gold standings, and that's, I think, natural. It should be like this. I already said at the comp of Lostik, they will spike very hard if they hit like level 6 first, and of course if they hit the first 2 items. Syndra with 2 items, then she will be able to one-shot enemies, squishy enemies, targets like Orianna or a single Seraphine, maybe even Hecarim. If she hits like 2 rotations without the ult first and then with the ult, she also can maybe one-shot the jungle. And then, of course, is to pause the reset for Boom, and he can already take over the fights with the help of his bursting champions, mates.
Exactly. What do we also see with the gold standings? Oh, we also see Straylex going with some ratata action here. We also see Dragon taken. But yeah, what I want to talk about is it's a 2k lead, but if you have a look at the gold, it's basically just top lane. So everybody else is even. So as long as it's a 4v4 here with no teleport, it doesn't matter. Talking about teleport though, Jesus is teleporting into this random jungle onslaught of shadows into the backline. Poro with Cookie trying his best, but he will die. He is the frontline here. Frolimo teleporting in here as well. Nightwalker still alive, but he will die to Viego in the end. Double kill for random jungle though. Randy going for it. 2 more kills. 2 more people falling there. And man, okay, what just happened? We have 2 kills against 3, but we have 1 dragon in the favor of Lostik.
Yeah, the fight, I think Lostik didn't have to take the fight because they got the track and they somehow danced around in the river, and then Randuin decided to engage on Syndra, and then followed by a beautiful Seraphine ultimate, 3-man ultimate, which targeted both carries, Singed and, not Singed, Twitch and Syndra, and yeah, at the end they could chase them down. We already talked about it, they have a lot of movement speed, and if the team fights are stretched into the length, they will win them.
Yep. That is indeed a close fight that we had there, and as I said, hey, it doesn't matter. Look at the gold lead, it's only on top lane. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, teleport is a really good spell, right? And some people are maybe still remembering the minute 14 Unleash teleports, but no, it is at what, 10 minutes now, so we can do some stuff like this.
Yeah, and what I also want to add is that Fralimo, I think he should have TP a little bit earlier because if we see the team code, they don't have a real frontliner except Fralino. So, and we saw the first TP was from Jesus, and I think if Fralino TPs first, they won't die because then they will have a frontliner who can get the time for his team to escape.
Ah, that is true indeed. Yeah, I mean, Boom is kinda a little bit tanky, but talking about him, what is going on there? Random jungle trying to get through the choke point here. The Ori Shockwave didn't hit anything, but does it matter? There is some more AoE coming in. Strelex finding the kill together with Borrow, with Goki. And finally, it is starting to look good here for
And
our
that's
Lostik squad.
And that's exactly what I meant. If they survive the engage of the enemy team comp, they can re-engage with Twitch Ultimate. And we saw them, they couldn't have done anything. Although they have such a strong team comp. But if they engage and they can't kill anyone, they will be lost for some seconds until the next cooldowns are gone. And especially the Shockwave, you mentioned it, it missed. I think if it hit 1 or 2 carries, they could have won the fight.
I think she pressed the shockwave too early, actually.
Yeah,
Because it
be.
was...
True,
Yeah. It missed the Viego by like a millimeter.
Might be true.
Yeah.
I mean, then again, Diego, aka Boom, had to use his ultimate defensively. So actually, it was kind of a little catch, if we can call it that. But the entire team compositions were ready to be played out here by both teams. So I'm not really too sure what this means for future fights. I just know we have a banger of a game here on our hands, but I still see Lostik favored because they are kind of starting to get even again in gold.
And we already can see some of the first items. Hackering with Duskblade, a lot of damage. Spray and pray
That's
on
so
Nightwalker.
sneaky!
And
Oh
the
my
toxic.
god!
Alright, the poison finishes a Nightwalker without any chance, and he also used his flash to escape, but not against the ultimate range of Strelix. Wonderful catch, but at the end, you can't get a lot. Maybe you can set up a little bit vision for the next Drake, but with this kill, you only got like a little bit gold and XP.
Definitely, but still, you got the flash. That is a huge one. Nightwalker flash is one of the only flashes not up for the next dragon. I'm not really sure, Sednov and Strelex, they both need to wait a bit more for their flashes, but it is still 40 seconds till the dragon starts. So that means the entire squad of Lostik, they have everything ready, by the way.
30 seconds for the Drake. Vision is gonna get cleared by Nightwalker. Setting up for the Drake. So I think if Lostik is gonna start the Drake, they will throw the game. Because you don't want to see them clump. We have Orianna ult, Seraphine ult, Hecarim ult, Mega Gnar if he gets the form. So the optimum should be spreading team fights for them.
Exactly. Strelex also shoving out mid lane wave. That's beautiful to see. So we know Twitch is already like not with the team right now. The first ultimates get popped, and this is some big action. Strelex, he is ready to throw out his ult. They are in the choke point right now, but now Strelex, let's have a look at him. He will find the first one in form of Jesus. He's still alive. He's not falling. Frolimo dies here. Strelex did not really find anyone with his ultimate. Boom now on the front line trying to kill Nightwalker. Pro with Cookie burning do his dev, and this is a double kill for Zodur, and I am so sad that we do not have enough damage yet. Strelex, he needs some more items, man.
Nah, that was so sad to watch, but he continues. Strelix trying to get revenge,
He's
but with
close to dying. Flash aggressively with the cleanse. Even he tries his best, but the shutdown is on Zodur, and he will not find any safe haven here. Strelex will die, and this is just, yeah, we say it, it's a bit sad to watch. It could be kind of worse, you know, it could be like instantly everybody dying. They put up a nice fight, but they need more items. Porter with Cookie, he has not seen anything. He wants to teleport in and find some of his well-deserved kills, but this is hard. Jesus flashes forward here into the face of Porter with Cookie. Porter with Cookie, he cannot really hit this little Gnar, and man, how much damage do you want to deal? Yes, says Jesus. Oh my god, now it is kind of a disaster though.
Yeah, so if you summarize the last fight, the first fight, it looked very good for Lostik. I think they should have won the fight because Hecarim used his ultimate defensively. But then they wanted to finish Jesus before he hits his Mega Form, but they couldn't. They hadn't enough damage. So he reached his Mega Gnar form and got some life, could hit 2-man ultimate, disengage, and his enemy teammates could have finished Twitch or Fralimo. It was Fralimo, yes. And yeah, that was sad because if they respect the Mega Gnar form, they could have waited it out and then re-engage because every ultimate was on cooldown. That was a little bit impatient by Lostik, but I still think they still are in the game. Nothing is decided. Chances are still here. But we have to say the Hecarim is very scary in combination with all the shields and healing.
Oh man,
And the
as you
Gnar,
say,
and
yeah.
Jesus, and Jesus itself. Of course.
Jesus. Yeah, the damage that he just dealt, man, what was that even? He dealt so much damage, and it's not even like he has a damage room or something, right? I know some people, they go, like, press the attack, and yeah, okay, of course, then you deal a bit more damage, but he just has movement speed as his wound choice.
It's Trinity Force. It's Trinity Force. It's a very strong item at the moment.
He got nerfed, right? Oh my god, talking about getting nerfed for with Cookie, going through this choke point, and he will die to all the ultimates here. No more Shockwave, no more Encore. He dealt a lot of damage, so I think it is still playable. Frolimo also thinks that way. Strelax, he has to find so much damage here. Can he find enough? He will die to Jesus. And the combination of Rando. And oh my god, this is such a tough one here.
That's
Boom.
good.
It is time for the Viego moment. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all we have waited for. Give me another one now. Seraphine at the hands of Boom. He is running towards the team. I can see the pentakill here, guys. I want to feel the hype here. Heartbreaking forward. Finding the stun onto Zodur. Does not have enough damage yet, though. And this is such a heartbreaking moment. See what I did there? Oh my god, can he find more? Nah, he cannot. I think he has to disengage and leave behind Frolimo. But he was so close.
Yeah, but it looked very good for Boom. I think he could have decided to engage in the other side because I think he could have just run in 3-man with his reset. But unfortunately, he went only for Seraphine, and with the reset of Seraphine, he couldn't get like the gap closer he wants to catch up the others. So unfortunate, I think he decided for the wrong side. At the end, it was still good. It was still very good for Lostik. They got Hecarim, they got some shutdowns, and of course some summoners, ultimates, and now they can prepare for the next objective, the soul point for the enemies, the second drag for themselves, or the Baron Nashor. Or TP from Jesus. Are they forcing Baron Nashor? They are forcing it. And they got the vision control.
My god, this could be such a sneaky one. Oh my lord, please. Please.
Wait, they will get it.
It is on 4K, it is on 3K, it is on 2K. No! They finally start doing it, but it's way too late.
Wait. Well, they caught Lostik off guard, I guess, here. A little bit too less attention on the map. But we still can pray, because Twitch. We saw the last team fight, his ultimate, he did like 20,000 damage.
Talking about Twitch, yeah, he's slowly getting towards his third item, but of course, Lostik does not want to fight this. Honestly, I have seen worse deficits at this point, and it's still 6 minutes for the full Dragon Soul experience, and even then, yeah, of course, every Dragon Soul is bad, but it could be worse, right? Even if you have to give up Dragon Soul, I just think you need to wait a bit for the mythic item on Strelax. You need a bit for like some more damage, like a Robodon's on Poro with Cookie. Until then, it looks kind of hard.
Yeah, definitely. Especially if you watch the items of Orianna and Seraphine. They both got a Severus Embrace, which is like making it harder for LK Boom to get his resets. And that's very unfortunate. And Hecarim is also getting more tankier. Maybe we can see a dive. Jesus,
my
he's
God.
motivated.
Yeah, Poro with Cookie. He will get some shields as well. There's the encore. It looked good though. Jesus will die here. He will die in the end, and boom, he has to be the hero again. He is, oh my god, he is the hero indeed. He finds one more. And this is the comeback angle that we wanna see because Dragon is up now.
The dragon is up. Is Lostik able to contest it? Hecarim, Rando still alive. Has smite, no ultimate, no ghost. Alright, we have smite, no ultimate, no flash on AK Boom. So even, kind of even, but we still have a Karma Nightwalker with random jungle. Come on. Is he gonna contest? Is he gonna flip?
I mean, he
2000?
kinda has to flip, but no, not gonna happen.
No. All right. No, I think he didn't have to. He could have, but I think he doesn't have to, because they still are still very good.
Let's be honest. If you were the Hecarim or if I were the Hecarim, we would have gone for this, right? You
Yeah,
would
that's
flip
why
that
we are
coin.
stuck. You know, that's why we are stuck.
Exactly. Hey, I can't be stuck if you don't play, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but I still think the enemies are still a little bit strong, of course, not because only of the gold. They are like 4,000 golds ahead, but at the end, the items. If we see the items, they are still a little bit stronger. But we also can see Zodo use his stopwatch. He's still missing like around 1,000 of gold, 1,500 gold for the Sonyas, so for the full item. Until then, Zodo will be vulnerable, especially without flash.
Well. Who will be the next victim to die at this point? We have the entire Lostik team in the top side jungle right now, and there is kind of a gank setup on bot lane trying to contest this turret, but yeah, Lostik, they don't even mind.
Yeah, they're just giving it for free. I think it was already low, so it doesn't really matter. And the also good thing is that the enemies couldn't get a lot of from the Baron power play. I think also it was opposite, right? It could have been a negative Baron play after the kills.
Oh, that could be true. Yes, indeed. Indeed.
But still 5,000 gold ahead. The Baron Asher in 2 minutes. Soul point for both teams in 3 minutes. And I would say this soul should be very good for Viego, especially in this team, but also very much more better for the enemy team comp. As we said, they have the stronger, longer fights normally. And if the fights are stretched in the length, they can use the soul better, can use the Omnivan better, and I think... all in.
Top lane fight. Some of the ults missed though. Encore didn't really find anything, but all the other ults are still ready.
I think it was the instant reaction of Meteor as a response to the Encore.
Oh wait, really?
Or did... Yes, I think.
I would say it missed. The encore missed, but I'm not sure.
Okay. Maybe he also ulted for the... Meteor used his ult for Hecarim. Oh no, he didn't ult. Hecarim also didn't ult.
Emilio
Okay,
thought it
never
would
mind.
hit.
Yeah.
He thought it would hit, but I think it missed. But better safe than sorry,
okay.
right?
Yeah, definitely. But now we have Twitch on 3 items. You already mentioned it, Alice Rem? 3 items on Twitch. It could be like a game-changing state, because we already saw the damage with 1.5 item on Twitch at the Herald, and he alone did like 60% at every damage at every, or took 60% health of every member, enemy member. And with 3 items, I think he will be able to carry, especially with Meteor. He will get extra range, he will get some attack speed. And he got the front line too.
Emilio also almost finished his Ardent, which is a quite important item as well for him to have. For the Twitch.
It gives a little more. It gives a little more damage for the 80 carry, if I understand this item right. Ardent Sensor. Twitch.
Okay, Strelex is flashing away defensively. The front line is in there, but man, it is so much damage that we just see Strelex. He is still alive. How is he staying alive? The entire team is helping, and Frolimo, he's zoned out the enemy free range champion. So Strelex, he had room to work with. Only Boom Benny died here.
Holy. How? Wait, I didn't even see how he got that far away. He was in the front line of the enemies, and then he was so far behind just because of flash?
Yeah, and a poop ton of movement speed, man.
Wait, that was insane. What a Giga Chat engage from Strelix. And now maybe they will get the National Shockwave almost finished that off. Ooh.
Oh, definitely. This is a close one, and Strelex gets the Nash though, and this is huge.
This is giga huge. And they will also get extra goal from the Baron Nasher. Strelix on the way to the 4th item. It should
Drake being up as well, by the way.
Yeah, so 0.5 seconds. Better
Seraphine
positioning,
dead.
better tempo. From the enemy team comes Seraphine dead. Would have TP in 20 seconds. So if the enemy team can rush it, or they will rush it. They will rush it. They will get the sword point.
It, yeah.
Oh!
Oh my god, he stole it! Boom! What a madman!
And he steals the Drake, the soul point for his team, and the soul point. The soul, it is so strong for Viego itself. If he can get the resets in the later fights with this soul, he won't be unstoppable. Mark my words. And especially Strelix.
Oh man. The 30-minute mark has been hit, guys, and this just means war for this team. It also means Strelex is almost on his 4th item, and look at how much damage it used. Probably also super tanky at this point, and the damage is also there. Shockwave misses here. Boom, with Frolimo in the front line. Now the Onslaught of Shadows re-engage from Randy, but he will not find too much except for Frolimo. But he is only the front line. We saw how well the entire team of Lostik can play this. But man, they don't want to fight this 4 versus 5, of course.
And although we had a losing top lane, losing mid lane, the team managed to make the mistakes even, or even get the lead. They were so far behind, but due to especially AK Boom and Strelix, they managed to come back and make their carries who were like behind, like top lane and mid lane, can come back to the game. They are very strong now. 3 items on Syndra. He will be able to one-shot the squishies without any problems. And Sign will get tanky and tanky. It doesn't matter if he's 0-10 or 0-20 or 0-2. He will get very tanky. It is a one scaling machine, scaling beast.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Scaling is the name of the game at this point, and man, would you look at the state of the game. Lostik, they were always a little bit behind, but if we look at all the items now, if we look at the item builds now, I see the game in Lostik's favor right now. You have to agree, right?
Yeah, you also can feel it. The team fights are getting more powerful for Lostik. They are dominating them.
Yeah, definitely. So, what are the next steps to take? We have 2.5 minutes for Dragon. We have 3 minutes for Nasher. Will we see anything happen before those timings?
Well, before I would say only Strelix can decide if he wants action before the objectives, because he's able to like one-shot the squishies if they are like alone or have no front line. Otherwise, I would say Lostik should prioritize the Drake, but they also shouldn't allow the enemies do the Nash, because they should be able to contest it. It doesn't matter if the enemies start the Nash, they won't be fast enough to clear it. So Lostik can react if the enemy's response to the starts the Nash, but the first prior should be Soul, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. It is.
Oh wait, we get a Hex tech Soul, right?
Yes,
We
sir.
do, indeed.
Ah no, I got the symbol is wrong
Yeah,
on my screen.
that is classic, yep.
Well, so it's even better. It's even better the Hex tech Soul for Twitch with his range. So slowing the enemies, getting them in place so they will get hit by his ultimate. That's very strong for Strelix.
Oh, it is indeed. It helps, as you said, to keep the enemy in place if they want to run away or if they want to engage onto you. And hey, Randy even gets less damage thanks to his passive. If you slow him down, he will lose some AD even, so that's really strong. But hey, also looking at mid lane, they are trying to look for a fight. They want this inhib and they want to keep the pressure up here. Twitch ultimate will find a lot of damage. Encore, Strelix looking to flash forward. He will be found by the shockwave, but doesn't matter. He dies, but he has already dealt so much damage here. Nightwalker also flashing away here. And this is a 1-for-1. But look at the map, look at the objectives. 40 more seconds till the dragon.
And again, Jesus could get his Mega now from Rando.
Oh my god, this is so close.
Alright,
Randy, he really wants to go in here. He will use his ultimate. He will not find anything though. And now for Boom, it is time for Reset City. That's where he lives, boy. Going in, finding another Heartbreaker. Will find Jesus, maybe. He will find him. Let's go. Boom, jumping in again. And his Viego, man, it's just insane. It's what we want to see. And those are some more kills for them.
We never doubted, ladies and gentlemen. We never doubted. And now Lostik is here at the Nexus turrets. And I think they should be able to finish this game. Although Orianna and Seraphine has a lot of wave clear. So maybe they should rush.
Yeah, it is a tough fight right now. Maybe they bit off a bit too much, more than they can chew. Encore will connect. Nice side step by Porter with Cookie, but it was not enough here. Zodur finds the shutdown because of this, and Dragon is up, and I think Strelix, yeah, he will get that Dragon in time, so nothing to like really be worried too much about here. But of course, you don't want to give up those shutdowns.
Yeah, definitely. And now they can set up for the Baron Nasham. They will get the prior from the super minions in the mid lane. Top lane is also push. Bot lane is also fine. Neutral wave state. So they are allowed to do the Nash if they want. And if the enemies decide to contest, I think you are able to win the fight if Twitch survives. The only problem is now Twitch doesn't have flash. We always can see Seraphine and everyone else are focusing Twitch. And he always flashed the Seraphine ult. But now, he won't be able to do it again. And now, Nasher is already started.
It is indeed. It's on 3000 HP, 2000 HP, 1000 HP. They will get the Nasher, but can you maybe find some kills? Boom will not find the stun and does only deal a little bit of damage to Nightwalker. Setnov fighting with the pink ward right now to deny the vision, while on the front line, Randy is being the first victim here. Boom will find one and Twitch will also find the next one. Everybody finds one here. You will get a kill. You will get a kill. Everybody gets a kill. And look at the death timers, Ray. It is 50 seconds for basically everybody except for Jesus. So unless he can bring a miracle into this game is over.
Jesus versus the world. Setnov, Flash, bowling. Jesus kiting like a pro.
Yep.
Stacking Mega now from.
He is trying his best, but oh my god. Yeah. No chance here for him to do anything. And is this the first game, ladies and gentlemen?
Woo!
What a sensation! Very,
Oh,
very
Lord.
crazy game. Very crazy game.
That was amazing to watch.
Was a lot of fun to watch. So, Moxie, production. Will we take a short break first, or do you want to talk about the game?
No, I would say we take a short break. It's good for the enemies, for the players as well, to have a quick pee break, for example. And then we will be back for a bit of analytics until we get into Champ Select. So we
Perfect.
will see you guys in a bit. Bye-bye, guys. ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Back for game 2. I just got invited to a lobby. Perfect timing. So let's quickly try to find out which side either of the team is going to take. But looking at the lobby, it looks like Lostik is going to be red side. But let's first start off with the last game. Ray, what's your opinions? How do you feel about last game?
So the game started as we already expected, I guess. So enemies should be a little bit stronger due to the champions of Lostik. They have a lot of scaling, not a lot of lane pressure with Sign against Gnar. Syndra with Orianna. It's a little bit, it's a boring matchup, 2 mages, and they will also only get pokes. And then you wait for your jungler until the auto gets killed, and then you can finally have a pressure. Bot lane Twitch media also scales very hard. Viego is the only one who could do something proactive, but they stay patient. Got a little bit gold deficit, but that was okay, you could have done this. It should have been like this, that they get less gold than the enemies. And after some team fights, you saw Hecarim and Seraphine, they got a little bit out of control. They were very, very strong. They took advantage of Sign at the top lane. Gnar also got a lot of lead. But the problem is, at the end, Viego got a lot of shutdowns. Every kill was like a shutdown from Hecarim, and like this, with all these extra gold, they could get their items, hit their spikes, and then finally, when Twitch also got some kills, his items, they were able to outplay the enemy team comp, because if they engage, don't kill anyone, they could be they will get vulnerable, and Lostik could re-engage. They have done that. Waited for the engage of Hecarim, waited for the shockwave, re-engaged, and got a lot of kills. And at the end, the scaling decided the game, because Twitch or Stylix is the name?
Strelix.
Strelix.
Yes.
Could dominate the whole team fight. He alone did 80% of the damage of every team fight in late game. It's crazy.
Yeah, you could really see
how I saw the game. Yeah,
you could really see the red side had a lot of peel, right? That Seraphine, that Karma, they could live everything basically for a pretty long time, right? But they just couldn't kill the Twitch. I think that was the main issue. They just didn't. If the shockwave didn't hit, or let's say if all stars didn't collide at the same time, and the shockwave didn't hit, the Hecarim ult didn't hit, Seraphine, everything at the same time, then Twitch just lives. And even with all the peel, he just out damages the peel. It doesn't really matter that much anymore at that point. So it was good that Lostik managed to stay into the game, even with I think they were behind 7k, 6k gold, so a pretty solid deficit, to be fair. But they managed to stay in with a huge Drake steal, by the way, by Boom as well. I think that played a really important matter in the game. So good job by Lostik. Now let's quickly find out. We're still waiting for the enemies to join. Wait, I need to invite you as well, I think. Or who invited you last time? Was it
Alistram invited me, I think.
Then I tell him. What, can you give me your... Oh, no, you're
invited. He invited me again.
Everything's
Perfect.
fine. Spectate is still full, so I just have to wait a bit. And once everyone is ready, we are ready to head into game 2 as well. Alistram is just taking a bit of a longer break. He will join us again once Champ Select starts, which it looks like could be soon. Getting invited into other games, that's not what I want. I'm busy casting now. This is
and
why...
You already, you also flipped that the enemies will choose blue side. You were right.
Yeah, I did some preparation right before the games, and all the games this team won were all on blue side, and they lost all their red side games. So that's why I predicted they would go for blue side.
Free win.
Let me quickly check that Alistram is ready. Not that I'm... Okay, he seems to be ready. I see him. He's thumbing up something. Yeah, he's putting his thumb up, so everything's fine. Then we are ready to hopefully head into the next round. Let me change the Champ Select music, because I have a lot of different Champ Select music, so we have a different one each Champ Select. That's why I enjoy doing things like this, because I always do way too much. We're still waiting for the enemies. So what do you think are the teams going to change? Is there anything specific you think the enemies are going to change against Lostik now that they're on blue side?
I think they should change the playstyle because at the end you saw the outcome. Hikaru invested a lot of time for top lane, but not bot lane, and you see what happened. Twitch could like scale for free. I mean, he maybe got caught 1 or 2 times, but at the end he still got a lot of time to scale. Enemies weren't able to like dominate with their lead, and you already mentioned they got like some case of lead, huh? And that should be enough normally in high competitive, high elo, to finish the game. And you were aware that the scaling of the enemies is also very strong, you know. So you see a Twitch, you see Viego, Syndra, they have a lot of scaling. You are under pressure. The time is ticking against you, right? And that was I think the main problem of them. They didn't like play the game clean down and didn't took advantage of their lead. So maybe focusing more bot lane, especially if you have Karma and Seraphine, the dive should be very easy. And of course, like they should throw less.
Yeah, throwing less is always a good thing, I think, even in solo queue and everywhere else. That
Mhm.
is indeed a good place to start. Do you think anything champion-wise is going to change? Are they going to go for like similar, a lot of
I
peel, a
mean,
lot of shielding again, or?
the champions were fine. The team fights look good. I think they are not forced to like change it, but now they switch the sides so they can have like a priority pick and will of course get counter picks, so they have to like think a little bit which lane they want to get counter picked, excuse me. And that's probably top lane or mid lane. Mid lane is also possible. So yeah, but let's see. I think the team comp were pretty good, but the playstyle should be changed.
Yeah, I am surprised. Maokai, I think Maokai didn't get banned last game. I'm not 100% sure. I cannot check either because the custom game doesn't show up in my my match
Yeah.
history. But I don't think it got banned last game. So I was a bit surprised to see that just go through unnoticed because both teams play a lot of Maokai. So I was surprised for that. So maybe possibility for a first pick Maokai. It's always a strong pick in my opinion, especially right now.
Yeah.
It's really strong in jungle.
Especially at the end, triple flex pick at the end. So also a good choice for first pick. But priority pick, you know, also is also Kaiser. She got nerfed, but I think it's still very strong champions, but just with less AP power, but maybe again more AD power. But we'll see.
Oh, we're
We
going into
will
Champ
see.
Select. Let's head over there. And welcome back, Remo. You.
Hello, everybody. Yeah. So just for everybody, we talked about having a professional analytics corner, and I love how you two talked a bit about the game. And I've been casting for like 9 hours or something this weekend. So maybe you can hear it, but my voice is kinda dead, you know. Just like SMW Esports future in this playoff is kind of dead, you know. You know what I mean?
Let's not
Yeah,
let's
of
not cast a
course.
curse it here.
Always, you know, if you always cast a curse it, you cannot cast a curse it.
Ah, smart.
Oh man. Yeah. So, of course, we will have kind of similar bans. We had a side swap, right? So it is the same bans, but just on different side. And oh, look at this! No more red for straight X.
Yeah, I guess it's understandable. After this performance, you don't want any PTSD here. This Twitch carried the first game in the late game, definitely. He did so much damage. I understand the ban.
Oh, definitely, man. Definitely. Yep,
Do you guys
yep.
remember what the third ban was last game from them?
I have no idea, bro.
No
I forgot as well.
idea.
I remember the first two, but I forgot what Twitch was before.
Hmm.
Ziggs,
Of course
actually.
not.
It was Ziggs ban, interesting. No, never mind, it was a Ziggs first pick, right? Well, wait,
That's what I meant.
did they
Yeah,
ban
sorry.
Ziggs?
No, they didn't ban Ziggs. It was a Ziggs first pick.
Okay,
Oh look, Viego is still open and Viego worked perfectly. Give me some more resets, he says. And guys, you know what the beautiful thing about Viego is? I have to go a little bit into philosophy here, okay? I'm a Viego main myself. You know why? The thing is, the further you are behind, the better your passive becomes. You can always win. If the enemy team is Giga ahead, just get 1 kill and then you are Giga ahead. Isn't this just a 5-head play, guys?
Worked out last game.
Listen to him.
Indeed.
Listen to him. In the
Just
game and
int
then
it.
get the reset. And then get the powerful items for some
Yeah, like
second.
if you play against Viego, you just have to run it down because else his passive gets too strong. You can't do anything. It's,
Yeah, alright. We got a 6 combined. Very good with a J4. Huh? We need a early game power jungler in the best case. So you can contest the Herald. You know the synergy with 6 and Herald.
Ooh.
And also like a strong top laner. We get the Kha'Zix. I guess it will be a Lethality Kha'Zix, not the Algorine Bruiser Kha'Zix. So a little bit damage, but not in the early game. Kha'Zix is pretty weak. But if he gets his level 6, he's starting to spike very hard, especially with the first item.
And here's the Jenna we talked about before.
Also very good for Viego engage. So Jenna is a champion, a disengaged champion who works very good against engagers. But if they don't have really hard engage like Viego, who only has a W to engage or like the ultimate, Jenna could be very broken. Like with the rune, with the ice rune, which is slowing you. Viego won't be able. Yeah, glacial augment. That's right. Won't be able to move. Ooh, a bot. All right.
Hey, what is going on, guys? This, like, what? Okay, let's say 4 of those picks are something I have not seen a while in professional play, right?
3. I think Ziggs, I've seen Ziggs a couple of times, but Kha'Zix, Jenna, and Bard are all a bit, let's say, weird
Especially
or special.
Jenna bot, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially Jenna bot, yeah. Kha'Zix I saw once in Korea. But yeah, I guess I said before you should focus more bot lane. But now we got the bot and a Jenna. Maybe we won't get any focus in bot lane because both supports are roaming. That could be possible.
Definitely. Oh man, this is going to be an interesting one, I can tell you. With Jenna, with Kha'Zix, with Bard even. Are you guys even ready to see some sick slick Bard ults going like, I don't know, denying some Herald charges and stuff like that? You can get really creative, right, Moxie, with Bard?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things. You can also troll your own team with it. That's the most creative you can be, right? No, but again, like you said, you can deny Herald charges. You can even, I guess, try to predict when Ziggs wants to throw his mine and deny the mine, I guess, if you are quick in your fingers. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see because Jenna and Bard both like really enjoy roaming, right? I think it's going to be Ziggs ADC or APC in this case, right? To allow the Jenna to roam. I just wonder what Lostik is going to pick. Are they just going to pick a scaling ADC? Maybe something like Jinx? That would be a guess I have.
Is a possibility, yeah. I mean, what
Xayah,
is good
maybe.
with Bard? What is
I
good
think
with
Xayah
Bard?
might actually be a good angle here. You can, you know, ult when Kha'Zix jumps on you. You can wave clear pretty safe, right? I think Xayah could be a good option here.
Well, the problem with Xayah here is if Bard's roam and she's not level 6, then she will pretty easily get dove. But Aphelios, yeah, you will get you have a lot of scaling now with On and Aphelios. Again, here we have a similar team comp to the first game. Viego the only champion who can be proactive, but this time maybe with Bard in early game. But I don't expect too much roam in the early game of Stave because Aphelios needs a little bit support on the lane, especially against Jenna and Sivir.
It looks like it might be Ziggs mid lane actually.
Both could be possible.
What is this? This is such an interesting. What is here going on in this champ select, man? I mean, Aphelios is a really strong hyper carry. I love it. Why play Kaysonte if Renekton is open? I feel like Renekton is just the better Kaysonte right now, better blind pick, but who knows? Oh wait, I have to write Chris, by the way. He always said he wants to see some Kaysonte.
It could be comfort. I think top lane just likes to play Kaysonte, so it's probably just comfort over picking Renekton in this case.
Yeah, might be.
Starting off trolling us with some hovers right here. Makes a lot of sense.
I don't know, guys.
I don't really like the team comp.
Okay, guys, I have a question for both of you, but Max goes first, right?
Okay.
Just give it to me really straight and simple. Who is the better scaling team, Max?
Lostik.
Okay.
Is that straight and
so-
simple enough, or do you want the
Okay.
why?
Now, Ray, you are the inventory guy or whatever you call it from the blue side team. So you have to write like a list. What do you want your team to do to win the early and the mid game to not let Lostik outscale?
So basically, the only thing they have to do is not die against a gank from Viego, probably. I think that's the only one, because you want to play for the Herald with Kha'Zix, 6 and K'Sante. You should get the prior in the mid lane and on the top lane. Ornn shouldn't be able to get the pressure on the top lane, I think. So the Herald should be free if you don't get caught before it. The Drake, Ashe, Janna should also be a little bit stronger, I guess. So I think they might be also be able to get the Drake. Both first objectives. And that's how you gonna get your first lead. And then with 6 and the Herald, you can get the first tower, build your lead. Kha'Zix will get his first item, Ziggs gets his Liandry's, and then you can start how do you say that? Überzahl-Situation on the side lane.
Of course, your number advantage.
Yeah, you can
No, you
overnumber them
don't.
on the side lane. You get the mid lane prior because the mid lane tower is gone due to the Herald and with 6W, and then you can start to use the pressure for the side lanes to prepare the neutral objectives. So like playing from the inside to the outside, to make it simple. For the
Make
enemy
it
team.
simple. Play from the inside to the. Makes sense, yeah. So let me saw that entire thing. Now, Max, you are head coach for Lostik. You just heard that plan. Will it work out?
I hope not. I think the biggest thing is Poor of Cookie just has to play safe. I think that's his biggest point for now. Try to play safe in the mid lane. Try to survive it. Because again,
we're talking about Poor with Cookie here.
that's why I said I hope not. No, that's why I said I hope not. No, but I believe that that he can learn from his mistakes he did yesterday. Had quite a big amount of oversteps yesterday, so I hope he doesn't do that this time. Let's say that way. At least there's no Alistar flashing on him level 2, so that's something at least. It's just a Janna, but also Janna can be annoying, right? If the W is slow, with the tornado later on. But I think if Lostik just managed to survive, let Viego and Bard do some Viego and Bard things, hopefully. Just maybe drop the first 2 Drakes if you don't get a head bot lane, and then go from there. I think it should be really good for them.
Okay. Okay, so we have a few more seconds before the game starts. This could potentially be the last game, right? So it is a best of 3 series. We won the first game. Go Lostik, Moxie, how much do you believe into the guys right now? Like into their in their what do we call it? In their belief in themselves, in their
faith.
hype. What are the what is the atmosphere like again for them now? Do you think they are under pressure, or do you think they are super chill because they know, hey, we can still lose one? Or how would you say they must feel right now?
I think winning that, and especially in that fashion, right, being so far behind but still managing the rev to win, is always a really big morale boost, right? Like a big confidence boost or like momentum boost. So I hope they manage to carry on this momentum into the next game, right? And come out swinging, basically, even though they have to chill a bit early game, but come out swinging this time. So I have a lot of faith personally. I think the mood is probably really good. I think Satnov is really happy he's allowed to play his Bard. So,
True.
I think it's only positive things to say, basically. So I have a lot of faith, let's say it that way.
Okay, you have a lot of faith, so
I just need to press the Uno buttons. There we go, and we're gonna go into game. Let's go.
exactly, guys. We are on the rift again. This time it is on red side. LK Puma, his signature Diego again, Horror with Cookie with a ball instead of a cookie. Straylex on his Aphelios. I know he has a really strong Aphelios. Frolimo on tank duty on Ornn. Time to blow the horn, and Sednov on his special pick. We will see how it turns out. I'm super hype. Ray, what do you think about the 5-point cover we see right now?
5-point cover, of course. There's not a lot of potential to invade with these kind of champions. Bard is the biggest threat, I guess, with his early game damage with level 1 due to his passive. But I wanted to mention that the team comp of Lostik seems pretty solid, but the weakness worries me a little bit because, as we said in game number 1, you want normally forcing the resets for Viego, but now, compared to the first draft, you don't have a lot of burst damage. You have Aphelios with her ultimate maybe, Orianna with the ultimate, but then it's done. You have nothing anymore, and the burst isn't that strong or big as with Syndra or in general in the first game. So the synergy is a little bit weaker, but the good thing is you have a little bit more damage overall with Aphelios and Orianna.
Yeah, definitely. So we can only hope right now. Looks like a tough one, but I think we can easily do it. I believe in our team, in our boys, Lostik. They are ready for this game. They have Marv in the background as well. Huge shout outs to him, of course, for helping out with the draft, with some coaching, you know, how it is. And so far, you know, it's the good old question again. Hey, you can also give the same good old answer. Last time you said top lane doesn't matter, that's why both junglers path from top to bot. I think it's still the same, right?
yeah, it's still the same. K'Sante on, both tanks, both are fighting each other, but without dying. Except the other is doing some mistakes, some big mistakes. Otherwise, nothing special will happen at the top lane, but more will happen at the bot lane, in the bot lane, and maybe mid lane. But now, offensive move of Rendo.
Oh, definitely. Rendo, he wants to find something in mid lane. He's waiting for his prey. Now he's just walking out, and he will just try to...
I mean, he already got spotted. He already got spotted at the Raptors, so it was never a danger for Poro. Everything was under control, and now it was good. The first small advantage for Lostik. Jungle tempo for LK Boom. He will be sooner done with 6 jungle camps, and also will get the bot lane crab and maybe also top lane crab.
Well, that would be pretty spicy. I mean, the early game crabs, they do not yield so much gold anymore, but hey, any lead you can get is any lead you take, right?
Of course.
Look at this top lane. Look at top lane action. I always think about, you know, pool party with those wet noodle thingies, you know, when I see top lane like this, they're just constantly hammering onto themselves. And the thing is, if you hit somebody like 300 times with a wet noodle poodle, it will still hurt, right? So you could probably still bonk somebody to death with it, but it takes a lot of bonks.
Yeah, a little bit more. And we see, yeah, both junglers, they are both pathing top again, of course, for the second jungle rotation. It is still open who will get the crab, of course. AK Boom is a little bit more faster if Rendo doesn't skip the Grom. He will skip the Grom, will get a top crab, and so we will, or the outcome will be that LK Boom will be faster bot lane if Rendo goes back to his jungle. But first, he looks for a mid lane gank.
Mid lane gank is on the menu, boys. Poro with Cookie sees the bug coming up to him now. Random jungle. He will save up his jump, and yeah, now he jumps.
Move! Bot lane move! No. Bot lane move, please!
No, chill. He's fine. No, he's fine. No problem. And Boom is also just looking for an invade now, I think. That's an interesting one.
I mean, he saw that Kha'Zix has only 28 CS. The crab got done, so his top camps must be available. So he will get those 2 camps because there's, and again, another award at the Raptors from Kha'Zix. That's why LK Boom is definitely strong at the moment. He has a little bit more time and more power, especially after the second reset.
It is a tough one. We still talk about a Kha'Zix, right? So, and also know Kha'Zix scales really well with any sort of AD he gets. So yeah, Randy, he has a strong 1v1 champion. Reminds me a little bit of... Oh, nice stun there. That should be some damage. Nice. Look at Setnov's Bard doing work. But yeah, I'm always a bit worried, even though you are ahead on Diego here. It's always Kha'Zix in the 1v1 situation. He should always be stronger, right? As soon as he has his first evolve, for sure.
Yeah. Definitely, especially if you are auto tech champion like Aphelios or also Viego, he auto attacks also a lot. Gets countered by the ultimate of Kha'Zix. That's a further reason for him to evolve his ultimate instead of Q, but you also can evolve Q for more damage.
Oh! Definitely. What is happening here? Strelex, he has to survive, but he also has to deal a lot of damage here. He will survive. First blood goes over to Poro. And meanwhile, the camera is like, hey guys, check out top lane. Some more wet noodles. But finally, Jesus, he will find his ultimate. And he has a really strong wet noodle. He wants to find Froliman. He will find Froliman. Will the turret finish him? No! The turret will not be enough damage to kill Jesus. And yeah, solo bolo on top lane. But meanwhile, the team fight is decided on the other side of the map. And this is maybe going to be a dragon contest. I don't really know if you want to do this, Randy. And yeah, Randy kind of agrees with me. He really does not want to do this. Maybe they want to kill Sednov. They will not find him. He will flash away. And this is an aggressive jump, though. Ghost activated from LBFXD. Oh my god, Sednov is so low. He portals away. Strelex so low as well, getting shielded. And there, it is an overstep from LBFXD. He will not die to Poros Ball.
But
oh my god.
How did they all survive?
I don't even know.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, that's
but
boring,
whatever.
right?
Yeah, well, whatever. We got the Drake. We got a little small gold lead. That's fine for us. We are still scaling. We are waiting for the Ornn upgrades. We are waiting for the first item on our carries. And especially the first item on LK Boom. So he can... of course, be more proactive, be more powerful in the fights, forcing the resets to carry the further upcoming team fights.
Definitely. The upcoming team fights, you say it. It is going to be an interesting one. Of course, yeah. We also talked about the scaling, thanks to Mr. Production Moxie Thunder there. Just pointing out, we have the Ornn items, we have a lot of scaling on something like the Aphelios and also on Viego. I already said it, if you are ahead, you are ahead. If you are behind, you're still ahead if you just get one passive proc. So yeah, that's the beauty and the duality of this Viego pick. But yeah, it looks pretty good right now. So Ray, where is this small but like 600, 500 come on, stop for where's the 500 gold lead coming from though?
Yeah, definitely from the jungle at the end. We see CS and KDA. Mid lane got a kill, that's 300 and a small CS lead, and the rest is in the jungle. So mid lane jungle are slightly ahead. The other lanes are slightly behind, but that's also, I say, natural, huh? They are like weaker champions in the early game state, but they will rise even stronger if they hit their item power spike of failures with 3 items normally, or with 2 items, then he will get very, very tanky. With item, he's also very solid, but with 2 items, he's even more solid.
Rock solid, even though we don't have
I couldn't say that.
I
couldn't say that. That's disrespect to Malphite.
It's Ornn solid then, you know. For all
yeah,
what is like? I think
solid.
Ornn. Yeah, box solid. Let's go. Yeah.
Oh
my god,
Shockwave.
Mid-lane, talking about solid gameplay. Poro with Cookie. Of course, he doesn't find the kill, but man, does he hurt. Wait, I said he doesn't find the kill. What? My script is wrong, bro. What?
Damn, that was very clean of Poro. I don't think if you have seen it, but he sidestepped the W of 6, and this allowed him to go for the all lane. It was a very small backstep, but it was deciding for this kill. Very clean of him.
Absolutely stunning gameplay there, and I'm gonna be honest here, I was a bit worried after the Syndra performance, but now look at his Orianna. Absolute beautiful gameplay here. And yeah, random jungle, he uses his ult, his Void Assault to not find anything, by the way.
Anything? Gets a fast recall. Can we expect a dive for bot lane? No, but a gang in the mid lane. Zodo without flash for some seconds. won't get any trouble. With the Sentinel gank, we see the Drake is coming in 1 minute and 20 seconds, and the Herald is still in the inventory of Randy. He will probably use it bot lane. As we can see, he's moving to the bot lane for a lane gank. LK Strelix solo on the lane. Could be dangerous, but
Meanwhile,
mid lane.
Ornhorn in the mid lane, Zodur forced to flash away, and the portal was also used. Now Strelax forced to use his Ghost, and LBF XD using his Ghost as well. So in the end, it was just ultimates traded for some other cooldowns. And yeah, Ghost doesn't have too big of a cooldown, it's just 210 seconds. So in the end, not really a lot happened, but still. The lanes that are ahead are ahead. Meanwhile, on top lane, he will use his ultimate here exactly to bring Boom onto the other side of the wall. All out is getting used, and Boom will be protected.
No!
He will die. No! Oh no!
No!
Meanwhile, the Super Mega
Why?
Death bomb will be used in the mid lane. I just made that up, by the way, but yeah. Zodur throwing his beautiful bomb there and will not really hit the...
Ah, that's so sad. I think he didn't notice the Q3 of Kizante. Because it's like a Yasuo Q3, you know? You should keep your distance. You shouldn't like walk into him if he has his Q charged. Very unfortunate. I think Fralimo could have killed Jesus there, maybe. But at the end, AK Boom didn't have to die. Definitely. But now the Drake is up. We see Randy. He is so focused on ganking mid lane. That's his 4th gank or 3rd gank. And he still isn't successful.
Yeah,
The
I mean,
opposite.
That's the opposite. Exactly was the opposite of successful. And this means this next dragon will go over to Mr. Boom. And I just love it. This is beautiful.
Yeah, especially the second Drake. We will lose another plating maybe. No. Alright, Fralimo will have TP in some seconds. Can get a good recall. And then they can set up the next Herald. I think they can give it. They can give the Herald, but if they can fight, they should accept it. Because we have a 3-0 Orianna. 300 gold shutdown. He is pretty strong. And if we compare it with Ziggs, with Zodur, they should be pretty much stronger. But the only danger will be Jesus. He is 2-0. He is a 2000-year champion, one of the newest champion of Riot. So he will be broken. Although he got 1000 nerfs.
Yeah, it is kind of a similar story. Meanwhile, mid lane, the Super Mega Infernal Death Bomb of Doom, it will not find anything, but man, Poro and Zenov, they find a lot of damage, and there's the Ornhorn again. Call up the Forge God, will knock up the Jenna. Nightwalker flashes away. Meanwhile, Poro with Cookie finds the kill together with Zenov here. Jesus also looking for it. Arrow hits, but it is onto the tank. Can he really focus the tank? Meanwhile, Boom also says hello, will Heartbreak onto the target, will find one, will maybe find another one. Ults onto Jesus, and Jesus, he will all out away. The Shockwave is back up again, and Boom will survive. There is the Bard ult as well, and Boom is a survivor. LBFXD is here for some revenge, and he will not find it.
Thank you, Zodur, for saving our Fralimo with the last W. Alright, let's go. A lot of kills for our team. 1000 gold lead so far out of 15 minutes. 2 Drakes. We are ready to win this game. We are good in the game. 1 item on Orianna and Viego and on... Wait, everyone go for the first item except the supporters and the Zolo. They are still struggling a little bit. But I think the game looks pretty good. The comp, the synergy at the moment should be very fine. Orianna with Viego, combined movement speed, extra damage for Viego to optimize the reset, to getting the reset.
Did I hear reset? Ladies and gents, this is the Viego gameplay that we all want to see. The only thing I can blame Lostik for is not playing the new Viego skin. That's at least one thing that I'm better at than Boom, you know, finding the correct skin to win in style. I can say so much at least. And but yeah, his Viego performance is looking really smooth here. He also goes for like the normal build here with Divine. I am personally more of a Kraken Triforce fan myself, but hey, he knows he has to be kind of tanky. He needs to sustain in a team fights, and he does a beautiful job. For example, surviving against the K-Sonte here. That's exactly what we want to see. And talking about stuff that we want to see, the next objective that is going to be spawning right now is Shelly Rift Herald, aka Baron Nashor Jr. Who will get this one?
Well, I think Lostik should give it. Yeah, I think they should give it Poro without Flash. They should consider it to contest it because you don't want to give the big shutdown, right? 400 gold could be game changing too. And especially I want to mention that the team comp of the enemies will spike pretty hard. And they will spike when Randy hits level 11. So he will get his second upgrade, it will be his double evolve, and then you will have the salad, if you how you say it in German. You will have the salad because you have a lot of zoning tools.
Oh my god, I think you're spidering, dude. You're heavy on the wood way.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Because you have Ash, you have 6, and then you still have the W of Kazik. So you have a lot of zoning tools, you have a lot of poke, and of course, you can zone the enemies very good out of the objectives.
Talking about it, teleport is getting used here. Kaisonte will arrive, but will he be way too late? Boom, finding one. Poro with Cookie will die, but it is 2 kills already. Double kill for Poro with Cookie. That is where for sure the bomb will hit Zednov. Will not kill him. Okay, never mind. Ziggs will find the double kill here, and they wanted too much. Frolimo will not teleport here. It is way too late for a teleport. Boom, still running, trying to survive here together with Stray, Lex, and this dive was maybe a bit too much. Stray Lex trying to find some more damage. Boom, trying to find the kill here. Will find Ziggs, and Frolimo, never mind. He decided to teleport into this team fight. Jesus, will he die? Yes, he will. Double kill for Boom right here. And Random Jungle is the only survivor here. Randy, what do you have to say for your defense, man?
Wait, what a wonderful comeback fight of Lostik. First, they dove. The bot ultimate wasn't optimal, I think, but then they got caught. They got the double TP from Jesus and Zoldur. They got caught. Some of them died. Cookie gave away his shutdown, but at the end they could turn it around with the TP of Frolimo, with the catch of Boom to Zoldur, and now finally they probably, not 100% sure, will get the soul point. Randy has jungle.
Randy jungle, he wants to get some vision, he wants to get this dragon, and yeah. Lostik, they will pull it out. It is on 3k. It is on 2k. There's a random bomb. It will reset. What is even happening here? Oh my lord. This dragon is doing a little bit of trolling.
Yeah, it should be free because if Charles jumps Ryan instead.
He gets it. Random jungle tries to jump. Of course, he kind of has to go for that one, right? But not really finding anything. Zednov going in there. Boom. He is doing the Viego plays. Hey,
Reset City.
A reset city indeed. I mean, you can't really do much with Jenna, can you?
Yeah, that was a little bit sad.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. If you are ahead, you are actually behind once you're going to
Yeah, now I understand it.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man.
Quick update for all the viewers because the overlay is blocking it. There's 3 drakes for Lostik, being a Cloud, Hextech, and Infernal Drake.
Yeah, Infernal Soul we will get for game number 2. This soul is of course very good at optimizing the resets for Viego, optimizing the one-shot potential for Orianna with QW into ultimate, and of course for the ultimate, in general for Aphelios. Every champion is profiting from this soul. No one is gonna argue, they will take it. But first, we will get the Baron play. Baron play in 20 seconds. Both teams have to set some vision, of course. And the first move is for the enemy team.
First move is for TS something team. Does anybody in the chat know?
HSME or
yeah,
something
but what
like
does it
this.
even stand for? It doesn't even say on the page.
I didn't want to ask. But
yeah.
It's a high school.
It's a high school. Okay, perfect. Meanwhile, Frolimo looking for something. Oh, huge tornado there by Nightwalker. And of course, Boom and Frolimo still on the hunt. They want something, I guess. I mean, Strelex has no ghost up now. It will be up any second. But you're not telling me you go in there, Boom. What the hell? He's going in and instantly regrets his decision and heart breaks out.
Well, he got
He did get the Cassandra ult.
Fine. Yeah, he got it. That's a good trade, I guess. So Cassandra can't create a 1v1 and a 4v4 situation anymore. It will be a 5v5. And if it stays a 5v5, Lostik has more chances to win. Because their comp is so insane. Force the flash of EBF, LBF,
LBFXD.
LBF XT.
Yo, Ray,
Alright.
I once cast a support that was called Ich hab den Drips, and I always said it in the whole thing.
Was? I got the drip, was?
I got the drip script. You know, SKRT. Yeah, I know Boom has the drip, that's for sure. Look at the damage together with his team, and now he is Ash going for the angles here. Oh man, it is just beautiful what the gameplay is here. I don't even know. Sadnov eating a bit of damage, but poor with Cookie. Look, he's going for the catches. Oh, my lord.
Why, Zodur? Why are you even standing there? You are here to clear the wave. You are the wave clear of your team.
Boom W. Let's go.
Okay.
Fight keeps
Temper
on raging.
Fate.
Really nice tempered fate here. Nightwalker, no thing here. Jesus, he's in the back line. He's trying his best, but no chance. There's the Ornhor random jungle. Where he will go, he will flash away. But he's the only survivor right now. LBFXD will also join shortly. But the entire team of Lostik is heading towards the Nasher.
Is Horn also English? No, right?
I think
Oh, yes.
so.
Horn.
Like horn or what?
Do you say horn? I was
Yeah,
just
horn.
wondering.
Horn is English too, yeah. Horn.
Ah, it's English too. Ah,
No,
alright. Free Baron Nashor, and now Lostik knows what to do. In best case, they will get the mid lane push, they will get the bot lane push, and they will get it at the Drake Pit, and will collect the soul. But of course, you don't want to flip it. You won't get vision in the enemy jungle. That's why you need the pressure and the prior to push in the mid lane and in the bot lane, so you can invade the jungle step by step, getting the vision, and then you can start the Drake for the soul, for the furnace song, and then I want to see a last big fight with the explosion of the soul, with the damage of the late game carries.
Yeah, the soul is pretty much the death sentence. That's like some more nails in the coffin, and I feel like blue team, they will not get out of the coffin anymore.
Oh,
it is a chance though with the arrow, and Straylex goodbye. Sweet
It
dreams.
was a lucky shot. It was a lucky shot, but I still think they are able to fight. On is
Will
very
they
tanky.
fight this?
I think they can be confident. They can be confident.
I mean, Poro has to find a huge wave, and he will find a huge wave! Look at that, and also Tempered Fate finding just everything. Boom, he's going for it. Who needs an ADC if you have Chesko and everybody else on your team? This was the best fight.
Ah, I told you, never
They would
doubted.
get- Oh my god, we
Never doubted. Reset City, alright. Are they greedy for Jesus? I don't think they will be able to kill him, but they can get the soul, of course. And that's fine, that's very good. The enemies, they felt a little bit too confident when they were caught the Straylex. 4v5v4 situation, but they still lost due to the fact that Viego is very broken if he gets feeded at Orianna. They are so fat. 8-1, 9-1, 2 or 3 items almost. Yeah, you don't need all 5. You are enough. You are enough to win this game. 10,000 gold lead, almost.
Oh my lord. Oh my lord, it is a soul, and it is basically an unlosable game at this point. If Lostik lose, I don't know, man. I'm a be really mad here, and I will not be the only one. Talking about losing though, Frolimo might as well lose his life here. He is tanking for what feels like ages, and it's all just a bait, bro. Look at Poro with Cookie's Shockwave here, finding so much impact. And now, boom, he has the perfect Viego setup. Triple kill for Poro with Cookie already. Will he get a Penta, maybe? Never mind, Straylex, you dum-dum. Just stealing the Penta. And Straylex, come on, bro. Just stealing that kill. You can't do Poro like that, man.
That was a wipe killer. Don't end the game. FF.
I have to FF now, yeah, honestly.
But
I mean, on a more serious note, if you have to worry about who gets the Penta or not, you're in a really, really strong spot. And this should just be the game here, unless we, again, as I always say, see a miracle. Random jungle, his team spawns, but look at at the Nexus. It's already so low. Somebody flashing, and this is it. This is the Nexus. This is the game.
Ooh.
And man, 2-0 Lostik. Marv, if you're watching, I am bringing you guys luck after all, as you see.
well, GG well played. What a difference between the first and the second game. The second game was definitely cleaner from the beginning till the end.
Yeah.
It was satisfying to watch. Everyone played a solid game, but enemies, they all were also very great, especially in the first game. The second game, they were a little bit more behind, a little bit less stronger. But at the end, very well played from both teams. But congrats to Lostik winning the best of 3 with a clean 2-0.
2-0, man.
Yeah, I'm just preparing the interview. We're gonna have Boom and Frelimo join us in this case.
Beautiful.
Good,
Who
boom,
would
and
you look at that?
And
Boom and
Frelimo, top
Frelimo.
lane.
all right.
Top lane and jungle, exactly.
Only annoying thing is, I prepared everything, but not for this combo, and now they're on the same place. So I have to move everything around. Give me a little bit. Sorry for that. We get rid of this. We move you
Not
up.
a problem, bro. Yeah.
And of course, we're gonna have Benny with his camera on. Frelimo doesn't have one, so we're gonna have one camera and one beautiful picture. I see Benny is grabbing something. Give me a
Water
what?
is healthy, friends.
Water is indeed healthy.
Best drink. I'm on the wrong channel to sell out for any sponsored products, am I?
I mean, I think so, yeah. Right, I'm gonna
Yep.
pull everyone up, and then we're gonna swap to the interview.
Let's go.
Let's get going. Hello, boys.
Hello.
Hello.
So, first of all, I have to ask the question, Frolimo, how do you feel after going 2-0?
It feels good. Obviously, we still have another game, another match to go, so can't be too excited yet. But it gives us a bit of confidence. Sure.
Boom, what do
Hello.
you say? So, are you gonna cut a montage out of this Viego game, or
Yeah.
does Moxie have to do that?
I will pay Maxi for it if he wants to do it for me.
Why not? Why not?
But yeah, I feel really good. Really nice games. We improved a lot from yesterday. We saw our flaws and we adapted and it worked out.
So, yeah, I don't know. I can give it away to you guys. Ray,
Yeah.
what do you think?
So we saw both games. The first one was a little bit more struggle than the second game. What were the main differences between the first and second game? Or would you agree that the second game was more even cleaner?
Yeah, I agree for
Yeah.
sure.
So
I think
what were the
like
difference?
I think team comp wise they just trolled. Like playing lethality Kha'Zix in a competitive environment is kind of cringe in my opinion. And
Cringe,
like
bro.
how he played was also kind of weird because he went like 4 camps into mid gank.
Yeah.
I perma invaded him and he was down in CS for some reason. But normally Kha'Zix should outclear Viego in this instance. But he didn't play very efficient in my opinion. And we got a snowball from there on. And obviously Chesko on his Orianna did a very good performance as well. And
Oh yeah.
everyone in the team just like we synergized so well together and it worked out perfectly.
All right. Yeah, definitely. Kha'Zix invested a lot of time for mid lane ganks. In the early
Yeah.
game, I say he invested like 3 or 4 ganks without any success, and at the end, he still got killed by Orianna itself. Yeah, he had a good time. LK, you took advantage after the second rotation. You invaded his top lane jungle, took his both camps, and that was the first lead you generated for your team with the kill on Orianna. Together, 600 gold, and then you snowball very clean. What was the plan? Did you already feel comfortable to win the game after the first big lead?
I think it wasn't in our head. We just focused on the game and try to play efficient and do plays that are good and make sense.
All right.
Correct. So, Frolimo, I have an important one for you.
Right.
Wait, is this your first interview?
Yes, it is actually.
Okay, so can you give me your best Cyan Ultimate impression, please?
All right. Oh!
Let's go.
Wait, does he say anything or does he just roars?
I think he
screams.
says coward or something, but I'm not sure.
Noxus or something. But
Noxus! Yeah, like can already
no,
see
just worse.
like Frolimo, he got drunk or something, you know. Like, you played weak side twice, right? So is that something that you're fine with, or how does it feel to be left alone by your team?
I mean, I'm getting used to it for sure. Yeah, it's just a top lane experience. I think it's fine. I gladly play Ornn, Sion every now and then. It's a bit uninteractive from now and here and then, but like, it's just what you get playing tanks. It also
It's
just
what
works
you
best
get.
for our team, focusing bot lane, keeping top lane more of an island.
I see. So yeah.
I mean, both games you were weak side. In one game, the first game was very stressful. The Gnar got very strong, but luckily your team got you back. They could fix the deficit, gold deficit. It was like 5 or 6K, and at the end you could have a strong mental top side. Here we have to appreciate your mental, Fralimo. Weak side and still playing under the end with 100% focus. That's what we like to see.
Definitely. There are some sketchy situations that you still got out of. You have to tell me a little bit about the Bard pick. Was that planned, or how did you guys pick Bard, actually?
Yeah, the thing is, we just discussed. Startnov was giving his inputs on which champs he want to play. He first said, "Yo, give me looks," but Chesko then said, "No, let's give him Bard. I don't want to have a second AP source. I want to be the solo AP carry." And yeah, it worked out really great. And I don't know if you guys recognized it, but we didn't pay any attention on Herald at all because we knew we have Bard ult, and we just counterplayed their Herald play with Bard, and yeah, and it worked out really good. We had ultimate catches with Bard, and it's just insane. With Viego, we get a stun. Viego, Bard gets a stun as well, and then we can just lock down from there on with Orianna and so on.
I see. So, if we talk about Bard, we of course also have to talk about the Twitch and like the Twitch ban in the second game. Did you expect this to work this well, or was it kind of just like trying something in the first game?
The thing is, I saw the enemy champions, like it was Hecarim and something else, I think, like Orianna or something. Seraphine, yeah. And I was the one picking, and we were sure that we were picking ADC, and Finn just called, like, go Twitch. And I'm like, what the fuck, why Twitch? But in hindsight, after the game, I understand the pick. Like, he can go in with, and he can either just chill out and wait out the Hecarim engage, or he can be the initiator as well. And it makes so much sense, in my opinion, and he played it very, very good. Shout out to Finn. And yeah.
Shout out to Finn.
I doubted him in first place, but afterwards, I'm very proud of him.
We never doubted him. Prolimo, how talking about Finn, how was what were you saying when Chesko stole Finn's penta? No, wait, the other way around. Strelak stole Chesko's penta, right?
Yeah.
That was the worst moment in the entire series, right?
Yeah, for sure. It was very devastating for everyone involved. We are all heartbroken.
Can already
Sad.
see. But like Chesko was mad, wasn't he? Let's be honest.
Yeah,
wasn't
very.
wasn't it Benny's Penta and Chesko stole the first kill and or Strelix
No,
the
no.
first? No?
Chesko got a quadra in the last ace of the second game.
Yeah, yeah.
And Finn took the, I think, Cassandra,
But
who was
wasn't
in
at
Bardo Ultimate.
at the red buff, right? At the red buff, I think it was you who got a triple kill, and then
Yeah,
In
then
the
someone
second
got
game
it.
as well?
in second game you got a triple
Yeah.
kill at
Well, in the Viego
Benny
game.
got a triple kill.
Between Raptors and Red Buff.
Yeah,
Somewhere there.
between there and then Chesko and Strelix stole it.
I really don't care. If I can full clear my jungle, I'm fine.
Yeah, fair.
Uh,
Have a short
No,
update, by the way.
actually, I heard Chesko till here. You know, that's the thing. When he didn't get the penta, I heard in the background like or something. I don't know.
I think he was really quiet. He didn't say anything.
Yeah,
But
that's
I-
because he muted himself to just cry.
maybe.
I think you heard the
Oh,
sigh
man.
in old. That's what you heard.
Yeah, I heard that.
Of which
Nah,
I can
but-
confirm, by the way, he has some lines he says. He has 7 different lines he actually says during
Hey,
the
is
ult.
Noxus and is Coward one of them? Or
It's
like
both
two?
one of them, yeah. It's both one of
Hell
them.
yeah! Now let's guess the other ones.
The other was actually not that simple, to be fair. But
So is he
yeah,
like E equals MC squared or something?
basically, yeah.
Have to send those to me. Oh man, Maxi, do you have any more questions for our two beautiful interviewees?
Mainly just want to know how hyped you guys are for tomorrow.
Yep.
Because we already know the enemies, by the way, and it's a bit of a personal clash for me as well. So I hope the boys are going to do great. Because you will be facing off against Team 300 Black, the academy team of Team 300.
Whoa!
So it's a bit of a personal clash as
Who do you
well.
win? Who do you win?
So I just want to know how hyped are you guys for tomorrow?
I'm really hyped. I just want to promote. That's my goal.
Probably
And,
how about you?
Have a good time with my teammates.
Yeah, it's the all deciding match, so can't help but be a bit hyped.
Great. Well, that's all I want to know.
Hell yeah.
Then I'm happy and ready to cast tomorrow. By the way, short info for everyone who knows Lostik a bit. Tomorrow, 90% sure, not 100%, but 90% sure, Syntax will join us. So one of the owners of Lostik and well-known caster in the Swiss scene as well, of course. So that's really exciting as well. He'll be here for the most important match of the season, basically. So that's really cool too. And I will be joining him again, of course.
Beautiful stuff. Yeah, I will. Also, spoiler for me, I will probably cast NNO versus Bubbles Gaming. So,
That's also exciting.
but yeah, NNO is trolling. They are 1-1 against Black Lion right now. How is NNO losing, by the way? I don't even. Yeah, whatever. That's a topic for a different day, isn't it? Today it is all about Lostik's win. So, guys, tell us. I just want some final words from you, Prolimo, and some final words from Boom, because then I think the interview has gone long enough. What do you want to say, everybody watching? Tell everybody, excuse me.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for casting, of course. Thanks for my teammates for putting me in their back in their backpack. And yeah, just glad I'm able to play in this team.
And you got your own emote even on our Discord. So that's great too.
Holy, now that is Pog. What?
It's from the picture you can see in the interview right now.
Oh, hell yeah. I mean, it's wait. Can we all do the pose real quick?
Oh, wrong side. There we go.
Wait, no, wait, wrong side, right? No, wait.
There we go. Perfect.
There we go.
Well, in that case, I'm going to
Let's
send
go.
the two interviews off, and we
Don't
will
I-
just.
Can I say my word?
Oh, you
as
did say
well?
sorry. I'm really, really
No.
sorry.
Yeah. No.
I have
No.
three things to say. I have 3 things to say. First of all, shout out to you guys for casting and cheering for us. And thanks to Tom that he plays weak side and doesn't complain. And one fun fact for the end, I never heard Tom talk that much.
That is actually something that means something.
Fair enough.
In game, he
Crazy.
maybe says 10 words. maximum.
Yeah.
Not wrong. I
Nothing to
can
say from
confirm.
top lane.
But no flame, no flame.
It's the payoff. He plays weak side, but he doesn't talk. So it's like you get it's one thing. Well,
On the inside, he's mauling.
I'm
It's
just
hurting.
falling asleep.
I mean, playing tanks.
Oh
Yeah.
no! Next wave, last hitting on the turret. Q on W. Oh, and I need to go join team fight. Let's ult. Du-du.
Very much skill.
Or as we learned, Noxus/coward/E equals MC squared. So
Exactly.
yeah, guys, I want to give the ending, the last words to our beautiful caster that just joined us today as well, Ray.
Oh, yeah, very great games today. It was fun to watch. Very good quality level of gameplay. I really enjoyed it. Macro-wise, it was very good. Also mechanically, Poro with Cookie. I saw your sidestep for your first blood, where you dodged the W of Ziggs. I saw that. I'm also middle main. I appreciate it. Very clean. And in general, thank you a lot for the invitation. It was fun. It was also my first English cast, so I'm sorry if my English wasn't too clean. A little bit, I would say hard to understand, but I think you enjoyed it. And hopefully see you soon.
Perfect. Well, in that case, thank you everyone for watching. We'll see you all tomorrow at 8 o'clock for the final match, again with Syntax. So that's hype too. And for now, you guys get your good earned rest. And we'll see everyone tomorrow. Have a good one, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.